Want to hear a story? So I've debated on sharing this story and how I would share it and how I would tell it and who would be included in this story. So I may do a part story, and I may include other people along the way. It's not going to be just one vlog, but I wanted to share the story of our drive down from Alaska. Some people on here know, some people don't. And I kind of want to tell the story, bits and pieces. So, first of all, I just want to say that sometimes how do you say that? Sometimes I make choices running off of adrenaline. And sometimes I have learned over the years that when I don't eat, and this specific moment is geared toward that. I was hypoglycemic when this accident happened. Yes, it was an accident. So basically the gist of what happened, and I will tell you the whole story in parts. But shortened down version is when we were moving down from Alaska, we were driving in the middle of the night through the Yukon in the dark fog. Austin was driving, and he hit a buffalo, a wood bison. Yep, that happened. So this next picture is a picture of a wood bison compared to a regular buffalo. So anyhow, it was through that dark foggy night. There's lots of little odds and ends that came into play during this time, and during that time nobody got hurt when we hit the buffalo, but later, like an hour later, my adrenaline / hypoglycemic horrible decision making, I climbed out of what I thought was a stopped car, which it wasn't. We were still going like 40 miles an hour, and I got run over. Did you know that? At the time, my aunt had traded places and was driving, and I thought the car was stopped. My adrenaline lied to me. And I was trying to flag down a car after hitting the buffalo to get help, and I climbed out thinking we were stopped, and we weren't. And my own vehicle that my aunt was driving ran me over. Anyway, so do you guys want to hear this story? It'll be fun. I don't even know where to begin. Actually, I kind of do, but I will go ahead and start that story. Before we had planned to move down from Alaska, actually we had decided that we were going to come down. Jake had gotten a job, and he had come down a couple days before. EmberLee went with Jake, but EmberLee and Jake flew. I dropped them off at the airport and literally picked my aunt up from the airport the same night. They passed each other while they were going through my aunt. I was picking her up, and I think she waved at Jake, if I remember right, when they were going to get on their flight. Anyways, my aunt helped me clean up the house and for the walkthrough or whatever the last time, and I had spent over $1,200 getting new tires and getting my van fixed so that it would drive through Canada and down to Utah, because long story short, we had left with Bridger, Theron, and Austin. Austin had his learner's permit. The first day was pretty non-eventful, and we had drove from Wasilla to Tok. I think we stayed in Tok that night. if I remember right. Did we stop in Toke? I can't remember. Anyways, and then the second night, I think we had got to Whitehorse. And it was actually Whitehorse. Here's the other thing, is we put a rack on the back of the van to hold extra gas. After doing homework, a lot of times through Canada, certain areas, certain places were closed. And so we had planned on not being able to stop for gas. And so we had 40 gallons of gas on the back of my van. And I will put a picture of that right here. We filled up. We're headed on our way after Whitehorse. In fact, we got into Whitehorse at like 7 in the morning. And slept, and I couldn't sleep because the beds were horribly hard. It was like laying on a piece of brick. It was horrible. Anyway, so everybody got their rest but me. And so while Mary Jo, my aunt, and Austin, I think Mary Jo drove for a while, and I was actually napping in the back of the van with Theron because I was exhausted from not being able to sleep. And so the plan was, when I woke up, that I would drive. Anyways, I woke up to Austin fishtailing the van. And he actually he missed a wolf. A wolf had darted. We were in the Yukon territory in Canada, and a pack of wolves, or a wolf, I don't remember which, had jumped out in front of him, and he swerved to miss it and fishtailed the van. And so we had discussed with Austin that animals like that, you just hit them. You don't swerve. You're going to roll your van, or you're going to roll the car trying to miss it. It's just better to hit it. And so we were discussing, and in this time, you know, and I remember after that, we had gotten to the pitching post or something. It has license plates for miles. I'm going to see if I can find a picture of it and post it here. Anyways, we had stopped there for a minute, and we were really struggling trying to find somewhere to eat. At this time, it was like 10 o'clock at night, maybe it was closer to 11. I was already shaky. We couldn't find anywhere to stop to eat. I think that it'd been definitely 24 hours before. I think we grabbed some dinner. It wasn't quite 24 hours at this point, but it was definitely, we were hungry, and I think we had a Snickers bar or something that we'd let the boys eat while we were hoping they would fall asleep or whatever. Anyways, the driving, it got in really patchy fog. And Austin, after hitting the wolf or whatever, we had talked about, you know, and I made mention that the area that we were coming into was going to have wild animals, and they would be on the road just like on the way up, because we drove up, it was in the same area. And we were coming down over a hill, and the patchy fog was like so bad you could barely see in front of the car. And then when it cleared up, it was clear as day. And so it just kept doing that, where it'd be patchy, and then it would be horrible, like clear, and then it'd just go on and on and on like this. Anyways, we had come over a hill, and Austin was going downhill, and I was sitting up in the back. I was on the floor laying down before, and Theron was sleeping. Bridger was sleeping on the back seat, had laid down, and anyways, I'm just getting, anyway, and right as Austin was peaking the hill, like we'd talked about trading drivers, and I said, hey, when you're ready, we can I can drive. I'm fine to drive. And I think we were hoping to stop one more time to get gas. Anyways, Austin was peeking over the hill, and just, you know, he's coming down the hill, and I said, hey, just remember there's going to be animals, so go nice and slow. Don't cruise down this hill. He was going like 30 or 40 or something then, maybe less. and we hit patchy fog, and he was going slow. Anyways, he came out of that patchy fog, and there was a bison, a herd, not just one, but an entire herd. Austin slammed on his brake with both feet just in time to scoop up that bison, and it rolled up on top of the hood and almost on top of the car on that roof, but it didn't. It just come up, and I remember when it rolled, when we hit, and I could hear it crunch, that metal crunching sound. I turtle shelled Theron. Bridger flew forward and hit me in the back, his little body, and when I looked up, I could see the buffalo's fur. I could see each strand of hair through the windshield. And Austin and Mary Jo, I couldn't see them specifically, but I thought for sure that Austin was crushed. I thought they were both crushed, because a bison is heavy. When it rolled up onto the hood and through it crushed the windshield. I'll show you some of the pictures. I'll do a little slideshow here for you. Anyways, when he stopped, it scooped it, and it rolled back off onto the road. It broke its back legs, and it crawled off to the side of the road. Anyways, I'm going to stop that story there, because this is going to be a long story. It gets better. But anyways, stay tuned. This is part 1. And I hope to get other input from Mary Jo, from Austin, from the little boys, to make this story, to share this crazy thing. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Sorry guys, this is the footage you're gonna get. I'm telling the story. Thanks for your support. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.